Let's check back in with Steve Kornacki, who is going to put together something I never thought that you could, but you always pull off the great moves on the big board, Steve.
Well, Maria, we'll call this one the Roman Omen. Every time in the 21st century there has been a new pope, the Seattle Seahawks have turned around and made the Super Bowl. Look, with Benedict, European pope, the Seahawks lost. With Francis from the Americas, the Seahawks won. Now Leo, of course, the American pope. Could it be a sign? For the Patriots, meanwhile, and their quarterback, Drake May, it's not about the popes, it's about the presidents. Show you the history and how this one works. Roger Staubach, of course, from the Naval Academy, when he led the Cowboys to the first Super Bowl that he got with them, 1972. A few years later, Jimmy Carter, Annapolis, class of 46, becomes president, and Navy becomes the first college ever with both a Super Bowl winning quarterback and a U.S. president. That list would grow a few years later. Jim Plunkett from Stanford leads the Raiders to the Super Bowl. Who else went to college at the farm? How about Herbert Hoover, class of 95? 1895, Stanford joined the ranks. Then you had Michigan, Tom Brady, Gerald Ford, both Michigan men. How about this one? Miami of Ohio, they gave us the two Bens. Big Ben from the Steelers, and of course, Benjamin Harrison, America's 23rd president, sandwiched between those two non-consecutive Grover Cleveland terms. How about, don't forget, the Blue Hens of Delaware, Joe Flacco with the Ravens. Then 8 years later, Joe Biden becomes president, and that brings us to today. Drake May, New England Patriots quarterback, product of the University of North Carolina, just like the great annexer, James K. Polk, America's 11th president. And how's this for an omen? Carter, Hoover, Ford, Harrison, Biden, they are all single-term presidents. So was Polk. Could that be a sign?
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.